This is Daily Rundown, but we got to get to this breaking news right now. Security forces have just entered the building in search of a gunman who remains at large, according to Navy officials. This is an active shooting. It's here in Washington, D.C. Somebody has opened fire. Lone gunman at this point is all we know. We've got folks going out there immediately trying to get the situation. There are no reports of any fatalities, but it appears to be a lone gunman. I've got Cliff Van Zandt, a former FBI profiler, joining me now. And Cliff, hey, look, we're all getting just quick first reports of what's going on. Lone gunman, no fatalities yet, but this is the Navy Yard. Obviously could be dealing with ex-military. What are you thinking about at this moment?
Well, where this shooting is believed to have taken place, Chuck, is up on the fourth floor of a building that holds about 3,000 people that work there in a normal workday. We know the shooting supposedly took place at about 8:30. There are reports of multiple people wounded. As you suggest, we don't know anything about anyone actually being killed yet. We don't know motive, weapon, anything like this. We know that the D.C. police are on the scene. Of course, there will be military police on the scene. The FBI will have jurisdiction on this also. But it's a very fast-moving situation. And the question is this gunman, this alleged gunman, still in this building that contains upwards of 3,000 people? That's going to be a monumental containment problem, Chuck, as law enforcement tries to respond. They try to help anybody who's wounded. They try to evacuate. And, of course, they try to find the shooter.
And we can tell you this, the Navy's put out a release, one confirmed injury at this point. We want to dip over to our friends and colleagues at WRC, local channel 4 in Washington, D.C. They've got some coverage right now. Let's take a listen.
A lot of the information coming out has not been confirmed, but for sure we know that there is an active shooter inside the Navy Yard. We're hearing that it may be on the third floor. Again, one person has been confirmed down, but we are hearing that there may be some other folks down as well. Right now we are on M Street, as you can see, just a few blocks down. And I can tell you, when we got here, everybody is responding here. Every federal agency, every local agency, SWAT teams, K9 units have been on the scene here. We have air units in the air. We have seen some medevacs flying around, so we're not quite sure if they're going to be medevacing some of the injured out. But I got to tell you, just from the looks on the faces from some of the federal law enforcement folks who are responding here, this is a very serious situation. Now, we're on the scene here. We're going to talk to some folks, see if we can get any accounts of what happened. As you can imagine, a lot of people heading to work this morning, a lot of people on foot. As of right now, we don't know where the active shooter is. We do know he is in the building, but we don't know exactly what part of the building that person is in. But again, we're just getting